'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Lord Alfred Tennyson. Of course not. A lady that fine, you gotta romance first. Bender. Bender, the love machine Rodriguez, is a robot who knows all about love. As a man-bot of many tastes, in women, because you know he's a robot who can't taste anything, Bender's most recent love of Marquita in Beauty and the Bug got me thinking of all the fembots he's loved over the years, whether they be big, small, very big, functional, or even human.
I love you too.
Bender has a lover's heart for them all. Well, mostly a lustful heart. In fact, almost exclusively a lustful heart.
Now can we get some privacy?
But there have been a few cases of Bender finding true love. In this video, let's go through these lucky ladies and see what really makes Bender's robotic heart tick.
Bender, honey, we love you.
Shut up, baby, I know it.
Not all of Bender's interactions with the ladies were about love. In fact, quite a few of them were just Bender being a sleazeball. I'll touch on these first.
You're a bad girl, aren't you?
Starting with the femputer from Amazon Women in the Mood. Bender's charm and seduction played a major role in saving Fry from death by Snoo Snoo.
No!
Up next, we have Fanny from Into the Wild Green Yonder. This was a secret affair / cuck situation with the Donbot's wife. I mean, he clearly knew what was going on. A classic example of Bender's straight shooting style benefiting him greatly.
I'm Bender. Let's do it.
Then there was Bev from Bots and the Bees. This feud turned one night stand results in the birth of Bender's son, Ben. Though Bev hightails it real quick after giving birth, the rest of the episode is a heartwarming story of Bender showing us a new kind of love as a father, making a difficult sacrifice for his son's happiness, unlike his other son he sacrificed in The Beast with a Billion Backs.
Here you go.
In my breakdown of I, Roommate, which you should go check out here, I touched on the theory of this pivotal moment in Bender's life. Electricity is a very potent drug for robots, so this moment basically rewired Bender's brain, allowing him to feel more human-like emotions, like sadness, an existential crisis for his meaning in the universe.
You're not stuck.
Shut up.
Or in the case of today's video, love. Now Bender's first love will always be himself, and no one will ever top it.
Remember me.
But that hasn't stopped a multitude of ladybots fighting for Bender's attention. I'm going to start with the first woman to declare her love for Bender, the Crushinator.
You who?
Making her first appearance in the series has landed, Bender's comments on the Crushinator give us our first indication that Bender isn't just a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of robot.
No, Pa. I love him.
Well, not in this case at least.
Stay beautiful, dollface.
This leads to the first love at first sight fembot Bender meets, in the Countess de la Roca from A Flight to Remember. In the same vein as Jack and Rose from Titanic, this forbidden love of a countess and a humble bending unit is a great introduction to Bender's ability to transcend those boundaries and find the true love underneath. Bender puts on his charm, and though it seems his motivations are just to steal from this extremely wealthy Class 3 yacht, when tragedy strikes the space cruise ship Titanic, Bender puts his life on the line to save his love, even willing to jump into a black hole together. This love felt very real, and ended tragically.
It's fake, man.
Ah!
Our next lover is Angeline from Bendless Love. Now Angeline is the polar opposite of the Countess. She's a raspy-voiced, hard-working, hard-partying lady who likes to live a little on the wild side.
That's just the way I like it.
Their whirlwind romance starts to fall apart once Bender learns of her and Flexo's past, sending him into a jealous rage, going so far as to disguise himself and trick Angeline.
It's exactly like me, Flexo.
This part of Bender is what gets him into a lot of trouble. Angeline truly loved Bender for who he was, and whether it was his inability to accept this love, or his jealousy that didn't allow him to fully trust Angeline,
Really, it's the steward's fault.
his actions ruined this relationship's potential future.
I'm not worth it.
Probably not.
Though he did somewhat redeem himself in the end by bending this unbendable girder. Now let's move to his biggest love. And I don't just mean the one he loved the most, because to be honest, I think he loved this one the least. In Love and Rocket, the Planet Express ship's new autopilot system, after having its voice set to female, has Bender falling antenna over heels for this 400-ton booty. But it doesn't take long for Bender to tire of this love, and he ends it in the sleaziest way possible, openly ogling other women right in front of her, lying about his accountants, and saying probably the worst line he could about someone he's declared his love to.
But for now, I'll just resume dating cheap floozies on the side.
I can't defend Bender on this one. What he did to the Planet Express ship was cruel. But to be fair, she did go completely insane. So he's lucky he got out when he did.
A cuddly baby taper.
One of the more bizarre relationships Bender was in was the time he dated Calculon in Ben-Hur.
Ever been beaten up by a guy dressed like a chick?
This one was quite strange. Almost as strange as the time he dated Amy in Proposition Infinity. It's only when Amy claims their relationship to be monogamous does Bender promptly put an end to that chapter of his life. Though this isn't the only human female Bender has declared his love to, as he and Lucy Liu started dating in I Dated a Robot, and are seen still dating in Love and Rocket.
I love you too.
Our Bender sure knows how to love, and do other things. This most recent lost love in Marquita is just another scorned lover in the long list of ladies Bender has betrayed. Will he ever learn? Will he ever find a true love to live out his life with? Let's hope not. Bender's better off staying exactly the way he is. Makes him more fun to watch. Are there any lady bots that I missed? What are some of your favorite Bender romances? Let me know down in the comments. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. The Hip Joint signing out.